Hey assholes, it's time for the Week 5 preview show. Hey everybody, it's time for the Week 5 preview show. I'm going to talk about the Week 4 matchups, look at the standings and power rankings after Week 4. We'll do a stat of the week, and then we'll take a look at the Week 5 matchups. Here's a look at our first matchup. This one had Nutcracker's Bitch finally getting his first victory of the year against Tony's team, Homosexual Tendencies. Dustin won this matchup 141.7 to 118.8. Ring was led in scoring by Drew Brees with 32.7, and Tony was led in scoring by Des Bryant with 26.1. So we gotta say congrats to Ring, and maybe I will start giving you less shit in the preview shows now. Here's a look at our second matchup from Week 4. This one had Brady getting his first victory of the season in a big upset against Josh's team, Team Vajayjays. Brady won this matchup 178.9 to 172.2. That was a pretty close matchup. Brady was led in scoring by Reggie Bush, who had a pretty good game with 27.3 points. And Josh was led in scoring yet again by Peyton Manning with 29.1. So congrats to Brady, and thank you for pulling off that huge upset. Our third matchup was between me and Katie. Katie's team, You're in Trouble, won this matchup 160.5 to 135.3. Absolutely destroyed me this week. She was led in scoring by Tony Gonzalez with 38.9. He can probably chill the fuck out if he wanted to. I was led in scoring by Darren Sproles with a huge game with 31.2 points, but I made some pretty bad coaching decisions and Katie's team dominated, so congrats to Katie on this victory. Our final matchup this week was between Malm's team, Show Me Your TDs, and Jonna's team, Brothel Nutcracker. Malm won this matchup pretty easily, 145.1 to 101.2. Malm was led in scoring by Greg Jennings with 29.2. That's a pretty surprising stat there. And Jonna was led in scoring by Larry Fitzgerald with 18.8. Malm moves to 3-1 on the year, and Jonna falls to 1-3. Our team's not looking so good, but the bright side is you play me this week, so chances are your team will do fairly well. So those were the Week 4 matchups, and here is a look at the standings after the Week 4. My team was undefeated after Week 3, but lost last week, so I moved to 3-1 and am in first place in the East Division. Also, with a 3-1 record, in second place is Malm's team, Show Me Your TDs. I have scored more points than Malm this year, so that's why I'm in first place and he's in second. Brady's team, my other team is worse, finally got its first victory of the year and moves to 1-3 and is in third place in the East Division. And in fourth place, wrapping up the East Division, we have Tony's team, Homosexual Tendencies. Here's a look at the standings in the West Division after Week 4. Team Vajayjays finally goes down, has a 3-1 record, and still in first place in the West Division and first overall. He's scored by far the most points this season. Second place in the West Division, we have Katie's team, You're in Trouble. Picked up a lot of momentum these last couple weeks, so we'll have to see if maybe she can keep that going and fight for first place with Josh. Third place, we have Jonna's team. Nope, we have Ring's team. Wow. I was just so used to having Ring in fourth that I just assumed Jonna was in third. Anyway, third place, we have Ring's team, Nutcracker's Bitch, getting its first victory of the year with a 1-3 record. As I said, he's in third place in the West. And wrapping up the West Division is Jonna's team, Brothel Nutcracker. Here's a look at the Week 4 power rankings. There's no change at the top spot. Team Vajayjays is number 1 for the fourth straight week. He scored 696 points, and no one else has even scored more than 585. So that kind of tells you what kind of season he's having. It's not looking like his position in the power ranking is going to change anytime soon. Hopefully later on in the season someone will overtake that spot, but we'll just have to see. In second place, we've got Brady moving up 4 spots from 6th place. He's 1-3 this year, but he has scored the second most points in the league, so he just had a few bad matchups. So I'm sure his record will improve and probably stay at least towards the top in the power rankings. Katie's team remains in third place from last week. Still has a 3-1 record and has scored 580 points, we'll say, for the season. We'll have to see if she can make a run for the top spot. It wouldn't surprise me. Her team's got a lot of momentum right now. My team drops 2 spots down to 4th this week. I have a 3-1 record and 573 points. Haven't been playing as well the last couple of weeks, so hopefully my team can pick it up a little bit and get back to 2nd where I belong. 5th place, we have Nutcracker's Bitch. He moves up from 8th place, so he's just having a hell of a week. He's not last in the standings or the power rankings anymore, so kudos to him on that. He does have a 1-3 record, but has scored 532 points. So he's in 5th, like I said. In 6th place, we have Tony's team, Homosexual Tendencies, with a 1-3 record. In 7th place, dropping 2 spots, we have Malm's team, Show Me Your TDs. And in 8th place, rounding out the power rankings after week 4, we have Jonna's team, Brothel Nutcracker, who has scored more than 200 points less than Team JJ's this year. So now it's time for the week 4 stat of the week, which unfortunately comes at my expense. In the first round of our draft, every team picked a running back, which isn't really a surprise. I had the 3rd overall pick, and with that pick, I took Ray Rice, who has scored 28.3 points total this season, which is good enough for 39th in the running back standings. So he's not the 39th ranked player, he's a 39th ranked running back. So he's doing awful this year, and it's pissing me off. But anyways, in the last 3 weeks combined, Ray Rice has scored 7.2 total fantasy points in our league. And I looked at the stats from just this last week, and every other running back last week, taken in the first round, scored more than 7.2 points, which is, again, the total for Ray Rice the last 3 weeks combined. So that's just how awesome my life is. And even better than that, Adrian Peterson scored 29 points last week, and Arian Foster scored 29.1 points last week, who were the first 2 picks in the draft. And I picked Ray Rice 3rd, so you would hope for production close to that, but he hasn't even scored 29 points this season. So that is the week 4 stat of the week. Now we'll look ahead to the week 5 matchups. Our first matchup is between Malm's team, Show Me Your TDs, and Josh's team, Team BJJ's. Both teams come into this matchup with a 3-1 record. I'm definitely rooting for Malm in this one, but I think, at least early on, I think the matchup looks like it favors Josh's team. So we'll have to see how it plays out, but good luck to both of you this week. In our second matchup, we have Tony's team, Homosexual Tendencies, against Katie's team, You're in Trouble. Tony's been struggling this year. We'll have to see if maybe he can take down Katie's team, but Katie's been looking good as of late, so we'll have to see who can take this matchup. Our third matchup is between my team, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Jonna's team, Brothel Nutcracker. Jonna is last in the standings and power rankings, which probably means that she's going to have an incredible week this week because she's playing me, but we'll have to see who wins this one this weekend. And our final matchup, I think, is the most interesting matchup this week. It's between Brady's team, My Other Team Is Worse, and Dustin's team, Nutcracker's Bitch. Both teams are 1-3 this year, but I think both of them are really good teams, so I think we'll see both of them in the playoffs, but I think it'll definitely be a good matchup to watch, so I think this is the most interesting matchup of Week 5. I think that's going to do it for the Week 5 preview show. Share a little insight into my life again this week. I was on my way home from work tonight, and as I was driving by Wells Fargo Arena, I looked towards the river, and I saw a homeless man taking a shit. So that was interesting, to say the least. But yeah, I hope everyone is excited for Week 5. Games start tonight. I think Cleveland plays Buffalo, so that's kind of a shitty matchup. But it's football nonetheless. Maybe I'll play a little Grand Theft Auto. I'm not sure if any of you are fans of the Grand Theft Auto video games, but I just got the new one the other day, and it kicks ass. So if you like those type of games, get it because it's awesome. Anyway, good luck to everybody in Week 5, and I will be back for the Week 6 preview show.